Hey, what's up? Just a quick addendum here of the final movie I was doing. I wanted to redo this part of the video. That's why the other one ended abruptly. Werewolf vs. the Vampire Woman, which is just one film of many starring this man here, Paul Naschy, who I actually met in the Fangoria convention years ago. Him and his two sons and his wife. Rest in peace. This guy was really cool, and let's show a little trailer here.
Coming soon to this theater, a ghastly, ghoulish, and totally incredible motion picture. The Werewolf versus the Vampire Woman.
Yeah. The battle of the sexes. Ooh. Yeah, Paul Naschy, man. This guy, love all his movies, man.
This is Wandesa, Queen of the Vampires and
Wandesa.
Satan's favorite mistress.
Yeah, beautiful Euro women.
Werewolves and vampires will reign supreme, and things will happen that have never been seen by human beings. Your blood will boil and your flesh will crawl. No one can escape the vampires, and no one can run from the werewolves.
That's right. Yeah, that guy he's killing is a scumbag too. Yeah. Yeah, he was an evil rapist, that guy. And
You can take it. See the most sensational fight to the finish ever filmed.
Yeah.
See the werewolf versus the vampire woman.
Yeah, good stuff, man. Good stuff. Now, I'll go over with this video real quick. All right. I know it's weird to do this here, but there's not enough I could say about Paul Naschy and Spanish horror in general, right? Horror Rises from the Tombs, another great film where he's a villain. Basically, there he is. Spanish horror is very, very bloody, dark, sadistic. Many times the villain is not even the monster as much as other people. A lot of thugs, bandits, evil scientists, women, many women villains. Okay, many female villains, and they get their just desserts just like everyone else does. And many times Paul Naschy plays. He did about like 9 of these werewolf films where he's a reluctant werewolf. And there he is. He's a reluctant werewolf who ends up in the middle of all kinds of mayhem. He's not he's not like a Twilight hero. He kills a lot of people, innocent people, and in the end, he ends up, paying for it. But yeah, he did so many great, bloody, nasty films, supernatural horror films, amongst others. Hunchback of the Morgue. Let's see what else. Yeah, these are like tributes to him, but so many films he did that were really good. Hunchback of the Morgue, Horror Rise from the Tomb. They used to have Werewolf vs. the Yeti, which is probably one of my favorite films of his, which was really bloody and filled with mayhem, where the werewolf fights a Yeti at the end. They used to have it on here, and they took it off, I guess. I still have my cassette from Midnight Video of Japanese subtitled version of that. Oops, excuse me. Paul Naschy and Spanish horror in general. I would also recommend you look at this guy. Okay, it wasn't a huge film industry. I mean, the Italians have more money than them. And they were filmed mostly during the Franco regime. Oh, there was so much censorship in these films. Well, actually, a lot of people funding these films with Paul Naschy were Germans, who somehow had this money again after decades of saving and working hard, and they knew that they didn't have what it took anymore. So these Mediterranean types and the English were pretty good at these films, and so you had a lot of these films. Fangs of the Living Dead. Armando de Osorio is the other He's a more of a director. He's not an actor like and a screen. Nashi was an actor and a screenwriter. Armando was a FX man, okay, who was a director. He made some really cool movies. Yeah, like Fangs of the Living Dead is kind of like a comedy, but it has a lot of great atmosphere. Of course, the Blind Dead series with the Templar Knights, where they can't see but they hear your heartbeat and they fuck you up. And, you know, they're zombies with swords and whatnot. And a lot of these films, like you see, they're filmed around Madrid. You get to see how barren the Spanish landscape is. That's why they used it for a lot of spaghetti westerns. You get to see the poverty of the Spanish countryside. You see the brutality and the blood. You see like Catholic, themes somewhat. You see a lot of, a lot of bad blood from the Civil War was still there. And Nashi was kind of in the middle. You know, he wasn't a lefty, that's for sure. He was also an athletic guy. He was a power lifter and a writer. So he was a physical man as well as a artistic man, which is something that I could appreciate. Anyway, this is real brief. I just wanted to show you some of this Spanish horror guys. Of course, there's one more I'll bring up. One more Spanish guy of note. There's a few others who weren't as prolific as the guys I've mentioned. But I've mentioned this guy before, so I might as well show this dude. Jesus Franco. Definitely more of a hack, but this guy did some really interesting films as well. All these films being done during the so-called repressive Franco regime. Well, if you weren't a commie scumbag, you seem to be doing all right otherwise. So anyway, just Franco. I'm trying to find a movie here. Okay, you know what? I know this is awkward, but I want to finish this up right. Okay, mentioned this before, right? Yeah, my C is not working. Let's see what happens when we do this. El Conde, right? Dracula. Which, let's see. We'll look at the trailer and then we'll finish this. Oh, Deutsche.
Er ist der König der Vampire. Ein Hochgenuss für Gruselfreunde. Nachts, wenn Dracula erwacht.
Oh, that's a cool name in German.
Wenn Mitternacht schlägt, dann erwacht alles Böse dieser Welt zum Leben. Sir, wissen Sie auch, wohin Sie gehen?
This is the most accurate Dracula up until, I guess, Coppola.
Ich bin Dracula. Stecken Sie das ein.
Herbert Lom, the great Herbert Lom.
Ist Dracula machtlos.
Inspector Dreyfus. And Klaus Kinski. This guy is a real psycho. In real life, he was a nut. Alright. When Jess Franco wanted to, he could make a really atmospheric period film. Okay, not just sleazy women on the beach, which is fine too, but he could really, really do a good job atmosphere-wise, Jess Franco, when he wanted to. So.
Was haben Sie hier zu suchen? Ich muss Sie warnen. Ich habe ein paar Patienten hier, die wir isoliert
Herbert Lom, he was a great actor in a lot of different kind of genre films.
Cocktail besonderer Art. Seine Küsse reichen für uns alle.
Aber gibt's denn gar nichts, was ich für Sie tun könnte? Doch, Sie könnten Ihr Blut für eine Transfusion spenden.
Yeah, this was great, man. Jess Franco. So there you go. You got Paul Naschy, Armando Osorio, and Jess Franco, and and some other guys too. But Spanish horror, man. Check it out.
Internationale Spitzenstars in einem Horrorfilm nach Maß.
Yeah.
Nachts, wenn Dracula erwacht, ist niemand mehr seines Lebens sicher. Die Gier nach dem Blut junger Frauen lässt die nie zur
Maria Rome, my beautiful European horror ladies.
Hüten Sie sich.
They have a high season, beware. Yeah, son. Dracula.
Sie sind heiß und verzehren das Blut.
Oh, Soledad Miranda. I mean, there's like tons of these beautiful actresses.
Und dann werden Sie selbst zu Vampiren.
Yeah.
Zurück! Dieser Mann gehört mir. Aber es ist noch immer keine Erklärung.
Wer dem Geheimnis zu nahe kommt, setzt sein Leben aufs Spiel. Töte.
And he gets younger as the film goes on, which was in the book,
Das ist die Nacht der
right?
Entscheidung. Eine Nacht des Grauens auf dem Schloss des Grafen Dracula.
Yeah. Oh, damn.
Wer ist stärker? Ein herrlicher Gruselschocker erwartet sie. Nachts, wenn Dracula erwacht.
So that's the German name for El Conde Dracula. Very cool. I didn't even see. That's what I'm saying. I've never seen trailers in other languages for this. Anyway, that's Spanish horror, right? Go check it out. This is an addendum vid, and happy Halloween. Later.